Hey, and good morning, everybody. Hi, it's Kim Overholt here at Overholt Art and Entertainment Studios, where I'm always busy creating with more and more great things for you to kind of come and check out every once in a while. This is my how-to in style, so I'm trying to be as stylish as possible. I try to behave myself as much. That's what my um, New Year's resolution was, yes, to behave myself this year. Try and be a good person. So, hello everybody. It's Kim Overholt here at Overholt Art and Entertainment. If you want to check out the things that I do, like the kind of art that I do, please look at my website, kimoverholt.com. Yeah, I am a .com. .com for like, oh my gosh. I think it might be coming up like almost 15 years. 15 years now. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I can remember how long I've had my site going for. It's a good one. Good morning, Kia, Chris. I hope you're doing good too. I am just kind of, like I say, I'm hanging out this morning. I've been kind of just thinking about, goals and setting goals and trying to move forward to improve, get my things going. And luckily, I have a few things to do today. I have a painting that I'm shipping out today to California. A friend of mine that I did a painting for, she really appreciated it. And yeah, I'll be sending that out her way. So I'll be doing invoicing today. So not along with being an artist, you do have to do a little bit of back paperwork and stuff like that. It is important to get that done. So I do have invoicing to do today, as well as some things to do around the studio to make it a little bit more presentable. It's got a little bit out of control. I move in all different directions, and I've just been trying to, like I say, behave myself and try to get myself focused in a right direction. And I'm always watching. Like I think one of my ritual things to do, there are some things I do on a regular basis, and one of the things that I do, especially in the morning, is watch suspicious observers. I am a suspicious observer, and if you're not a suspicious observer, you should go check it out. Suspiciousobserver.org, I believe, is their address. But you can always check them out on the YouTube channel here too. They do all kinds of things about electromagnetics and things about the sun and its rotations and our rotation around the sun, and a little bit about what goes on inside the earth as well as outside the earth, what goes on in our atmosphere, what goes on around us. So it's this cool thing. I watch that pretty religiously, and um, I also I have the book of uh, suspicious observers. They have a book on electromagnetic and the whole universe and stuff like that. I have the book, as well as a couple of nice sweaters that they gave me because they knew that the shipping for everything would be kind of expensive. Oh, Ben is definitely, yeah, I like Ben. He's a very cool guy. I like the idea that he's come up with, trying to well, like kind of if you've watched this morning's thing, you probably noticed that it almost seems like everything's kind of ramping up to something. All the planets seem to be doing something kind of strange, and ours included. So I know that you kind of got to think the Mayans back in the day had some kind of uh, the calendar that they went by, and kind of incremented where they thought that the next big cycle would come around, where maybe they were just kind of off by a few years. You can't ever judge time. We're overdue, as Ben says, as you know, for a nice cosmic event to occur. And I know for sure 2029 should be pretty interesting with Apophis coming. And then, of course, 2036 is supposed to be the big one. So, I mean, people think that, oh, maybe I have some time. Maybe you don't have time. Maybe it's time to start like digging into the things that you enjoy doing, and maybe doing that instead. That's part of the reason why I kind of like have this little channel going too, because I like sharing. I guess it's the thing I like to share with people, even though they may go, yeah, whatever. It's I think I have good things to give away. and things to share with everybody, and including today with having to do a few things around here, and I'm back at it again with doing some painting. I had a bit of a creative block for a little while, but it seems to be lifted a bit, so I can get started back into doing more stuff. And of course, I got my trusty ukulele, and somebody said, "Oh, hey." Whoever Gretch was, I don't know, said something about maybe I should be playing my ukulele and talking about doing some painting today. Yeah, because that's what part of the things I do. And I'm starting a band. I've told everybody that I know, and I'll tell you if you haven't heard it before. If I know my previous videos may have gotten erased about it, but yeah, I'm starting a band. Let's see, in 2030. Whatever comes, agenda 2030 or me, whatever comes first. And yeah, I'm gonna have a band going by that time. I'm gonna have a couple of hits going, and at my age, anything can happen, right? But yeah, I'm learning a few things. Like it says, you gotta categorize everything. You gotta kind of, if you got stuff you want to do, you should do it, because you don't know how much time you have, and it's best to, if you have something to say, it's best to just say it, get it out into the open, and I appreciate that too. Um, I know that there's a lot of people that they want to keep things like hush hush and stuff like that. But talking is all about sharing, and sharing experiences, and sharing things. Like I say, this channel right here, what we're doing is just trying to give a little bit of something. Although, what, I find that there's all kinds of, like, now I've been doing this, and I've been looking around at other places that are kind of like Twitch is kind of like that. Like they'll show you how to go through a video game and come out on the other side, and talk about all kinds of things. Here I'm talking about art and doing art, and yeah, I have a few things on the roster today. So, um, but you get to sit and talk about art, and well, for gaming, you get to sit and talk about the game, but you also get to talk about everything else in between, because sitting and just talking about one thing can be pretty boring. I could tell you all kinds of stories about art and things like that, but I like to be in the moment too. So yeah. So I was mentioning that I'm starting my band, and Ben, he always tells you, there's only so much time that you have, and you better start thinking about the future, because sometimes, well, you know what? Funny thing too, I lived through the 80s. It's 1984 really was kind of a really tense time. We had a big snowstorm that year too, and the year after as well. I remember I had to shovel it out. I was 15, and I wasn't never looking forward to getting up in the morning, especially when all the snow was coming down. Yeah. So hey, anyways, I digress. Yeah. So yeah, I'm starting a band, and anybody who wants to join my band is more than welcome to try out when time comes. I think I'm having a big band practice in 2030, so you got time. You got time to practice. And I'm learning about different chording and how things all kind of go together too. So I'm going to practice a little bit for you, and see what you think. I have a thing a chart to follow, and um, I gotta think up. You know what? I have to think up songs too. I have probably some cover tunes that I'll probably be doing when I get my band going, but there'll be some. I want to do some original tunes too. So I mean, there's. Well, let me see. So, in the key of C, we have. Let's see if we can get this. yeah, it's just trying out different chord combinations and things like that to play with, and then coming up with words for songs and stuff. Um, who knows? In the near future, maybe I could be the next big thing. I was always hoping to be the next big thing. That's why I'm an artist. I thought, my art's pretty good. If you haven't checked out my art, please do, KimOverholt.com. If you want any art, please let me know. I do have all kinds of things, and what I don't have, I could probably make. I'm pretty astute that way. I usually can look at something and recreate it, so I'm not. I'm not bad. I'm not bad. I have I have a few pieces that I was working on. This one is the one that I've had for a while. I got a little bit of paint on it. I'm going to be fixing it today. Let me just, sorry, I don't mean to kind of go on the side here, but I gotta put my ukulele in a safe place where it won't get knocked over. Okay, so I have a picture of John Anderson, because I appreciate jazz music. And yes, I did this picture of John Anderson a few years back. Recently, I was doing a pour. I've recorded it live, the pour that I did, but unfortunately, when I did the pour, some of it kind of, ooh, yeah, landed on my canvas. So, I mean, yeah, you can tell. I love making the eyes that look at you when you're, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I got to paint that over with a little bit of black, of course, cover that over. And this is the nice portrait of John Anderson. I tried to contact him to see if maybe he would be interested in it. But unfortunately, if you go on the internet, you're bound to find all kinds of charlatans and liars about anybody who's a celebrity, or it's false and fickle and not really true. So, for the person that I did get in contact with, they wanted me to buy them a camera. I don't know. I'm like, wait a minute. John Anderson, I don't think he would actually say, "Go, could you buy me a camera while I'm on the road?" It's like, okay, there's something not quite right about this. Okay, so and then after that, I don't bother getting involved with any kind of celebrity, because I know it's all false. So it's entertainment for me, and I appreciate entertainment. That's why I have Overholt Art and Entertainment Studios, so that I can help you guys out with learning a little bit about entertainment as well. I do paint parties. I used to be pretty entertaining with a headset and playing my ukulele, of course, and teaching people how to paint, doing paintings. And oh, yes, I wanted to actually teach you a painting too. So behind this one, besides having to do a repair on this one, and I'm going to be doing invoicing today for a painting going to California today. I also, yes, I'm a big in the studio today. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just giving you highlights of what I'm doing today. And then I'm going to get my ass in gear and start working. But I wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up what kind of things I like to do. So next in line, okay, so there's that. I'm going to be painting and fixing that. That there for now. Oh, I love how things kind of work out there. See, you can see them in the background over here. There's some set designs and some balloons from previous. That's the end of my Kimmy the Clown balloons, as you can see. That's all I have for Kimmy the Clown balloons. Kimmy the Clown has been officially retired now for almost 2 years. And yeah, although I can still juggle and I can still face paint and I can still do balloons, I'm not doing Kimmy the Clown anymore. No. As soon as Kimmy the Clown stopped, that's when the coronavirus hit and everything just went to shit after that. So I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not doing it. So I have this picture here that I painted over, and you can see there's a kind of something in the background there. And I know which painting this is because I did a quadruple million zillions of them. Yeah, on a black background. Now, 1 second, because I want to do a little bit of a thing, and I'm lucky because I already went to the washroom, so I'm not excited about this. I'm not excited. I'm excited to show you this, but I'm not so excited that I'm going to have to take a break in between and go pee. So I've got my sturdy paint palette, which is also a Chinette plate. I keep it pretty simple. I keep it the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, so on one of the sites that I follow, And I'm going to show you a bit of a process. So one of the sites that I follow, um they're doing prompts for something, and then they sometimes give away prizes and stuff. And I think, no, maybe I'll try something, because I already did like this nice monochrome blue portrait of James Dean, which if you go to my Instagram, I do have an Instagram account too. You can check out my Instagram. There's a blue picture of James Dean. It turned out really awesome. It's a finger painting, and I love finger painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a finger painting, maybe another James Dean, and I'm going to show you the process of how it kind of goes all together. So you dry my handy dandy plate, and I will fill it up. Since it already is on a black background, I don't have to add any dark colors to it, so I can always make it just nice and light. So my big vat of white paint. I feel like Griselda from the Hilarious House of Frightenstein. Anybody remember Hilarious House of Frightenstein? Uh, I am in contact with Mitch Markowitz, who made the original Hilarious House of Frightenstein, and he's a pretty funny guy. But anyways, I take some of this goopy white and I pour it onto my china plate. There we go. Because I am an artist. I'm a professional. Everybody stand back. It's time for the professionals to step in. No, I'm kidding. Right. Okay. So a big glob of white and a big glob of red. I'm going to be finger painting today. I'm going to show you how to do a fun finger painting. We got to find one though too. And I'm thinking, should I do another James Dean, or should I do somebody completely different? I'm thinking maybe I could do James Dean, or maybe I'm thinking I like doing rebellious people, or I've already done like Bob Marley's and stuff like that, and I've done some other paintings in the past. I try to consider what would be a good one for the future here. Oh, look, it's got like little squares going on in here. It's an interesting background. It's already starting to look interesting for me. Ah, looking for my kids to show this. Ah, very good. Yes. So finger painting is a lot of fun. The first thing that I usually do is I look for a subject, though, and my subject the last time, of course, was James Dean. I really love James Dean, and here is the thing about um, doing pictures too, is that you can always find something online to refer to. And what I'm going to do, I've been doing lots of. I can just show you how I do a face and see how it goes. Actually, you know what? I'm having a little bit of an issue here. Hold on. I'll just quit this. Oh, now it wants to start. Quit that. I'll just do it from here. And I'll look up a famous person. That's a portrait. I type it into my almighty Google. I put portrait. Maybe see about a celebrity. If anybody has like somebody they want me to try doing, I can. Weird, not like that. Portrait of celebrity, and see what comes up. If I get some good ones, like I love when I did my James Dean, because that's such an astounding looking kind of face. Oh, okay. Let's do some black and white, because it's going to be monochrome. So we'll look for some nice black and white paintings. Oh, right on. I forgot about. I did Ray Charles a long time ago, but I was a painting. I like not a painting. It was a picture, like a drawing. But let me just see. Let me take a look and see. See. Okay, there's a lot of good ones here, and trying to think of who would I like to do a picture of. Got to be poignant too, and maybe something that has a lot of bit of wrinkles in it. Maybe the one I did of James Dean, who was wearing glasses, and it was showing reflection, reflection and shadow. So something with a really cool shadow on the face is something I like to have. Salvador Dali. Oof. Johnny Depp. I've done the Johnny Depp already. You want to see my Johnny Depp? Hold on, I'll show you. That was a finger painting too. Here's, here's my Johnny Depp finger painting. Yeah, it's a finger painting. I had fun with that one. I used all kinds of colors and just played with it. Lighting and shadow, of course, it was fun. I can run and grab my James Dean, but you can also look it up on my Instagram and see. You can look up on my Instagram and see all the pictures that I've done in the past too, of all the finger paintings and stuff. I'm just continuing with it. I can give you some good pointers on what works too, because I know from experience what works. Let's see what it is. Oh, I got a picture of Sting here. Of course, backwards, I could fix a couple little things, but it's not bad. Okay. And of course, there's, where did he go? What is this one? This one's landed me in too much trouble. You know, really, honest. Maybe I'll do a red version of another one of like this, but maybe in a red version, I'm thinking. Because that was like, that made life a little bit interesting. So let's like maybe life interesting and go for another very poignant like facial expression celebrity. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me just have a look and see. What do we have here? I did this really nice picture of what's his name? Patrick Swayze one time. Really nice. Ooh, another James Dean maybe? Maybe I'll find myself another James Dean to do. I like that last one I did. Turned out so nice. Maybe I'll try another James Dean. I see if I can find some more. See more. See more. Oh, there's a Patrick Swayze. Nice. 500 plus drawings of celebrities. Now we're doing a finger painting. Yeah. What about somebody from the past, like some Gary Cooper? Ooh, Gary Cooper. Wow. Right? And there's of course Marion, John Wayne. You know, one cute faced. What's his name when he was younger? Paul Newman. That's a cool one to do. There's so many cool faces out there. I know. I've done a Tom Cruise already, so that's what I find. A nice James Dean. I think I've done Johnny Depp's. I've done like Patrick Swayze is a good one. I like his face. Oh, there was a picture of Mel Gibson I drew one time, but I don't know if I want to do another Mel Gibson. I like very strong features. I like something that has a good strong feature. Oh, it's so hard to choose. There's so many good faces out there, you know? And the one I did at like James Dean, I really like it turned out so cool. But there's so many other great looking men out there. Not Jim Carrey though. And he smells funny. Anyways. Yeah, you can tell him I said that too. He knows. I've mentioned it several times that I think he smells funny. I know he doesn't appreciate it, but what can you do? Whatever. You know, it's so easy just to fall back on doing a Brad Pitt. But maybe I'll try something else. Oh, there's my James Dean. Oh, it turned out so good. I'll find one. One that's kind of like, oof, knock my socks off. Oh, and there's James DeFranco, who kind of looks like James Dean. Uh, strong features. Looking for. I know. I better get going. I'm wasting time here. Trying to look for somebody. Maybe I'll go for something like from the past. Uh, or maybe somebody from the future coming up. I don't know. It's hard to decide who's a cute one coming up. I'll find one. I'll find one. I'll go for the oldies. I'll go for a nice Gary Cooper, maybe. Yeah, who knows Gary Cooper, though? Not very many people. That's true. So let me find something better. Everybody knows James Dean, though. Everybody knows Elvis. I've done Elvis too. I've done several Elvises. It's so hard to decide. They usually say, when you do a portrait, you do a portrait that kind of follows somebody's somebody else's face, kind of thing. Like the artist kind of looks like. So if I look like some kind of celebrity, maybe I'll do. I don't think I look like James Dean. I don't think I look like Elvis though. Maybe I'll do a woman instead. Maybe I'll do like a Marilyn Monroe or something. I've done Marilyn Monroe, but um, hmm, yeah, kind of hard to decide. Kind of hard to pick a good one. There's that one guy. I don't know if he's in here. Oh, that's more James Dean. Hold on. I'm finding it. It's coming. Portrait celebrity. Okay. How's about... Oh. Back one more. How's about... Oh, Miles Davis. Miles Davis. Oh. Shoot, it all switched on me. Now I gotta go find it again. Shoot. Yeah, Miles Davis would be a good one to do. I can find it. I can do my Ray Charles again. I'm thinking of something in red. So maybe thinking of a nice jazz player or something. Okay, where did you disappear to? Oh, Winston Churchill. Maybe you'll do Winston Churchill. Or maybe a Heath Ledger. Oh my gosh, I just saw Mickey Rourke. Whoa. Okay. Oh, there he is. I found him. Miles Davis. A nice Miles Davis painting. I think I'm going to go for that one. Ooh, oh, there's just the face. Whoa, just the face. Wow. Miles Davis. Ah, there's that one. I've seen that one. Oh, yeah, Miles Davis. Yeah, maybe I'll do that one. That's a cool one. Okay, I found one. I found one. Okay, so I found a really good Miles Davis. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag it out onto my desktop if I can. That way I can close this. if it'll work. So let me see if it worked. No, maybe it didn't. Go to there. I'm gonna get myself into trouble here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. I'm messing stuff up around here. Oh, I gotta minimize this. Oh, okay, it did come over. I'm like, come on, where is it? Okay. Oh, it's a, oh, okay. There it is. Wow, it's big. It's awesome. Okay, so I can close that. I'll slide this over here. Sorry. But Whitman's overbite. All right, Miles Davis. We're doing a Miles Davis. Okay, so I'm looking at the painting, and I'm going to do it in red. Oh, it's going to look so dramatic. I did I have a BB King that I did in red, and it turned out really spectacular. Yeah, this is going to be good. So a Miles Davis in red. Okay, so let me take my finger. Yee! It's my trusty way to get started, and you take into account where the face is on the page, and it should be like right about here. And goes down to about there. Oh, I might be fixing things, but this is just a start. It's a little rough to begin with. This is the way it usually goes. You start with kind of like an idea. Yeah, and then there's oh, I might be moving this up a little bit because it's got the hand. You know what? I need to turn this around. Easier if I just turn it around, I can look at the picture and do it like this. So I don't have to look behind me, but I will show you my progress in a second. So, yeah, I'll probably be going over a few things to kind of fix it. Check that there. Yeah, I'll be changing a few things over here. Okay. It's almost like doing pastels when I do finger painting because you kind of blend it into the canvas too. So, and it has the hand coming out. The fingers kind of at the mouth, and it comes to about there. It comes out to there's that triangle shape. You always have to keep in mind positive and negative space, and you always go back over things again more than once. So, yeah, I might be fixing a few things. It went down a little too low. I'm thinking I had to boost it up a little bit, but we'll keep going with it. So, I'm making the shape of the head. Obviously, it's like there's the shadow on this side coming down this way, so all the light's kind of coming down on this kind of angle here. So you keep in mind where your light source is, kind of right about there, and you put down like a shape. Here, I'll put it back on the easel. I'll just make it easy. I'll just put it back on the easel and I'll just keep on. I'll play with it a while, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the progress I make with it afterwards. Okay, that was there. Oh, so it comes down. The light is actually right about here, and yeah, I know it looks rough right now, but when I get going, you'll see how it comes out. It always works out in the end. There's no mistakes in art, as Bob Ross would say, only happy accidents. I'm throwing that one out there right now. All right, so the lights are right about here. The lights right about here. This is forehead right there. It's almost like molding too. You're almost like molding a face. Nose comes down here. Kind of like this. And there's like this ear over here. This one there. And this one is here. It goes up and around. You know what? Usually, when I'm doing this too, I usually listen to music while I'm doing this. So I'd be listening right now uh, to Smiles Davis, and but unfortunately, because of copyright, I can't. But when I when I leave you and start working on this, I'll be putting on some jazz and probably listen to a little bit of Miles Davis so I can get the feel for it. Then afterwards, what I'm going to start doing is adding some of the red into it. What I do is almost make it like a photograph, like a black and white, and maybe and then add the colors into it too. So it'll come along as we're going. As some of the dark spots, I will put some of the red in there, just pure red, and you'll see. But as I go, you just kind of like just watch me. Okay, so I can see that. So the nose comes down. You keep in mind the shape of the face. It's got like a T shape right about here. Right here. Comes down like that. Shapes are very important. Very much so. And like comes like this, and he's making a shh. So he's trying to tell you to just be quiet. Watch the process. Just be quiet and watch the process. And as you can see from the darkness, you can see a bit of a face coming from the darkness there. Keeping in mind all the time where your light source is. And I always like people always say, "Well, how do you figure out what you're going to be painting?" It's like sometimes it's you just kind of go for it and see what happens. And sometimes you have an idea right from the get go. Sometimes it's like one of those things you just kind of gotta make happen. And this hair comes across here, and there's some that kind of goes to there, edge of there. Sometimes I love to just leave my finger marks there, and you can just kind of see that it's not done with a paintbrush. It's actually done with fingers. So, a little bit over here. Okay. And you see there's this ear in the background over here, but it's kind of dark over there. So I can, the good thing is I can go back over it again if I want to kind of darken back over here. But I'm going to start making more of the hand that's come up here. Obviously, you see the fingers kind of coming up this way. Okay, so the nose goes like that. It's over here. A little bit over here. Light coming this way here. He's telling me to shh. And it's coming down to his mouth, it's just here. It's straight, but it's got like this little angle to it right there. Can bring it down. And in the other kind of goes. Sometimes I get good and I don't have to. I get it in the first try sometimes, and sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to the nose is always the fun part of doing the painting because that's it can be like the lightest part of your painting. It can be like the most significant part of the painting too. Your nose knows, right? So again, you can go back over everything once you get it all kind of you kind of map it out where everything is going, and then you go back over it again. Oops. And sometimes you try to eliminate any kind of oopsies along the way. So I'm pushing on my canvas, as you can tell. Yeah, I move this a little bit more this way. I know it looks a little distorted, but again, I'm just using my fingers, and I remove some paint with my fingers as well. I always tell people the great thing about acrylic paints is that they are water soluble, so it'll wash off. If you get all over your fingers, don't worry, it'll wash off. It'll come off. So yeah, so we're doing a little bit more blending in here. Get kind of going there. I've been doing finger painting for a while, and I get really kind of excited about how things are going to turn out. Oh, I wish I had music playing. I'd be playing all kinds of stuff with trumpet in it. I've loved jazz ever since I've been in college. Well, before college, but when I went to college, I started listening to all kinds of different jazz and stuff like that, Weather Report and whatnot. Uh, of course, yeah, Miles Davis, of course, but other things, and getting into obscure names that nobody really knows about, like Andreas Vollenweider for new age music. I love that kind of stuff too. Okay, so this finger kind of goes like this, and kind of he's got the knuckle coming over here, and the knuckle that's right there. Just kind of dark on this one side here. It's where the light kind of focuses. There's a triangle shape right there where his fingers are. Now I can tell that it's the light hitting this way. It makes it kind of hard to kind of see how things are going, but I will turn it in a second. Once I get, oh, yeah, it's going to work out. It's going to look good. Okay. You know, sometimes I worry about proportion and where things are going to sit when I start doing things, but okay. So, as you can see, I try to also keep in mind things in reverse. So I like to look at things in reverse. I use a mirror, and that's one of the tricks that of the trade of masterpieces, or the great masters used to use a mirror too. They don't tell you that, but that's one of the things that you should realize to be able to see proportions properly. Make sure that you're not like off proportion or anything's kind of going wrong. But there's no mistakes. No mistakes. There's you keep just moving forward. Yeah. So you get shapes going on, and then afterwards you get the shapes of the eyes and stuff. You know, you can see that there's a bit of a triangle shape right there, and the shape of his eye comes down like this too. You see, and then on the side here, I got ideas in my head of all kinds of things to paint, and I mean Miles Davis was definitely one of the ones that I wanted to paint, and keep that in mind. I have this vision in my head of something in New Orleans where it's got this band playing, and it's like one of those really well back in the day when they used to smoke in all the bars. It used to be like one of those smoky bars where you go in there. I'm sure that there's still smoky bars that you can go in and you can see bands like New Orleans jazz playing, that kind of thing. And that's what I would always kind of imagine doing a painting of something like that. I can see it in my mind. I see it, but to get it down is another thing. So it takes a lot of practice to kind of do get the things that are in your head onto to painting or in onto paper or whatever your medium will be when you're doing your pictures. I just like to, as you can see, the hands coming around. Now I can also change a few things as we go here too. I'm going to be going back over a few things, but there we go. We got the basic shape of the face. I can go back over a few things over here and kind of lay it down. Shadows and stuff like that you can't see to kind of make it look a little bit more realistic across the cheekbones. It's coming this way. And yeah, Kind of goes like, kind of goes like that. Yeah. As we go, a little bit at a time. See. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and learning a little technique. I like to show a little bit of everything, so I'm make sure that we got a little bit of a start for this, so you can see how my process goes. Now, like I say, the light source is right about here, so I will come. I will keep making layers in that one area there and building it up and building it up and then making my way around to everything. But this is just a start, so you can show you, and then I'll probably be adding some red. Oh, let me start. Let me add some red just to show you, because it's supposed to be red painting, red and white, so and dark. So I got some red here. Now, red on your face, like if you put red on your face, it will stain your skin. And this will stain my skin just by holding on to it. The pigment in it seeps seeps into the skin. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna find gonna have some areas that are kind of darker. So, like say in here, right here, so put some right in there. Kind of like blending it in. So kind of makes it into the shape of the face. And as you can see, you start blending it into the color. Or you can leave it white there until you blend in a little bit more. Oh, and then a little bit over here. So I'm going to take some of the red and the shape of the face a little bit there, but we're going to take some of that red and going to put it right here. It's kind of got a little bit of a maybe I may make his hair red. Who knows? It's just this is one of those things where you start building on it and you never know what's going to happen next. So and it goes down to here. So like I said, I'm just using red. And it's blending into the white. Make some dark shadows over this area right here. There we go. Oh yeah. Then you start looking, you start seeing where it's going to start coming in there too. So a little bit right there. See how it's coming? All right. So there's that. Okay, so a little bit of that. And then red and right into the black. Excellent. So that's going to give you a little bit of an idea of what it's going to look like. I'll show you what the progression in a little while. I also want to show you a couple other things. Hello. A couple other things before you go. Yeah, I know. And this has been very exciting. Oh, wow. Is some of the red's going to come into play down in here. Here. Maybe something nice for Valentine's Day. Nice Miles Davis. Play with it a bit. It's gonna look so wild. Yeah, you look frightened. Don't be frightened. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. I know, professional what? Comedian? No, not a professional comedian, that's for sure. All right, so Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Looking cool though. All right, so there's that. So I'll put this aside for now, so I could keep going on it for hours, and you'd probably be bored out of your mind just watching me doing that. But I also wanted to, yeah, I did chord progressions. Oh, and one more thing before you go, of course, is a daily tarot card reading, which I like to do for everybody. See, like I told you, it's staining on my fingers. I'll have to wash my hands later. Okay, but oh, the red stain! Oh, the red stain! So let's pick the card for today, my friends, and see what kind of good things will come. Hopefully, they'll be good things. All right. So, what happened the other day? I was shuffling my cards, and I don't know if I had the one that came up. No. No. Anyways, so I'll just shuffle 2, 3. Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not asking anything today, and it's already wanting to give me a card to start. So I'm going to have to just shuffle my cards. Ooh, all right. Well, here we go. Sometimes it wants to just, my cards have something to tell you today. Oh, the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is one of very of calm contemplation, peace. And oh, let me find you the quick meaning of it. Seclusion, which is me today, and which we've all been like for the longest time. Seclusion. Yeah, we've been secluded for a long time. So I know it's been tough for a lot of people. I've been stuck in limbo for so long. And we're hoping one day to make it through all this. Let me just see. Looking up that seclusion. Seclusion it is. Seclusion. Anything to make it a little bit easier. At least it's not defeat, which is good. We are not defeated. We are only just kind of taking our time with things. Okay. Sit quietly in a relaxed manner, making sure that your spine is straight. Several deep, long breaths through your nose and out through your mouth, relaxing more and more as you do so. Continue to sit, breathing in and out naturally, being aware of only your breath without thoughts and desires. You will find yourself becoming very calm and focused. This is the only result you need to expect with this practice. So, and just be calm. There we go. But you will receive guidance from your higher mind after a much needed period of repose. Yeah, I guess so. So I guess that's kind of a good thing to have. Mm-hmm. All right. So, yeah, I was getting a message from my hubby. He's on a coffee break and sending me messages of coffee. Anyways, okay, yeah. So there's the card for the day. So seclusion, which we've all been in for the longest time. Seclusion. But I also like to look at the bottom of my cards, which is, let me just take a look at what that one is. It's the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. And on the basis of the Seven of Pentacles, which is also something, frustration. Yes, yes. Yes, the cards are right today. The cards are right. You know, we have been secluded to the point of almost frustration. It is true. My cards don't lie. And and it's funny because the other day I got the devil card and I was wondering what that was all about. And then I found out one of my pays was like $666. I was like, whoa, that's kind of creepy. So maybe that might have been what it was. There was also a lot of very devilish things going on, a deception going on. So I know that I've been keeping my guard up and always being mindful. So I appreciate that with my cards. Okay, so today, obviously, you just kind of gotta be happy with being a little bit secluded. What are you gonna do? And I'm painting. I'm playing my ukulele. I'm getting ready to pack up my painting to ship out to California. And in the meantime, I might as well just go and just keep doing what I'm doing. And I hope you're enjoying your day. I hope you keep out of trouble. I'll keep your, I keep everything nice and safe. And as my mom used to say, peace, oh brother, with a little bit added. And as I say to you, keep doing what you're doing. You can't control everything. You just got to do what you can.